Ben Simmons right now is the hottest name in the open trade market. And as this NBA season progresses, it's a sooner or later that Ben is gonna find a new change of scenery. The journey of Ben Simmons this offseason and this season has been incredible, a little bit crazy, and of course underwhelming. Going all the way back to last year's NBA postseason, after the first seed the Philadelphia 76ers got upset by the Atlanta Hawks, the Ben Simmons trade rumors began as they felt Ben Simmons was a big reason why they lost. With that being said, I can go on and on about what happened, what Doc Rivers said, what Joel Embiid said, about what Ben Simmons said. But ultimately, Ben Simmons is not happy in Philly. He wants a new team. He requested a trade. And as of right now, he is so firm on that he's not gonna suit up unless it's a New Jersey. With that being said, I believe the Philadelphia 76ers have to act now before it's too late. Right now, Ben Simmons still has some NBA trade value, and that's why they gotta make a move. What's going on, guys? Welcome to a very special episode of Easy Buckets. My name is Soom and I make basketball videos every single day. So if you're new to the channel and love basketball, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, do me a solid and smash that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. Trust me, it will go a long way. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about Ben Simmons. We all know Ben Simmons is not happy in Philly, but from a recent report we just got, Ben Simmons just added more oil to the flame. The report says Ben Simmons feels people with the Sixers weren't loyal to him. To go into detail, it says, I think Ben Simmons wanted to be traded. I feel like he felt like how it was. People weren't loyal to him. I do feel like he's dealing with some stuff. I do. There were times last year that the 76ers were like making it seem like he was bothered by one thing, but they knew it was something else. I just feel like he feels betrayed. He feels like nobody really has his back and it's time to move on. Not only that, he also knows that the average Philadelphian wants him out of there. They don't want him. There's gonna be no more hostile place for Ben Simmons to play than in Philadelphia. The report continues and says, I think they gotta trade him, man. A lot of it will be on how successful the 76ers are. I feel like if the Sixers are successful and they have a chance of going deep in the playoffs, I can see them making a move and bringing in somebody in. If the Sixers are struggling and they decide to shut it down, then I can see them holding off until they can get somebody, maybe in free agency, in a sign and trade type of thing. I can't see Ben Simmons being here and being a part of the team long term. Who knows? Never say never. But I don't really see this marriage where you find this dude and you're doing all this other stuff and he decides to play all of a sudden, come out and play. I can't see that happening. If I'm gonna be honest, I completely agree with this report. I don't see Ben Simmons playing at all. He's gotta be traded 100%. Everything that's happened, it's like there's no going back. Even when talking about their head coach of Doc Rivers, a report just came out that Doc Rivers said, and he literally says this, I literally don't even talk about it. I coach the team and the guys that I can see every day. I let Daryl and Elton deal with all the other stuff. The fact that right now Ben Simmons is not even showing up to practices, not being a part of what happens off the screen, that 100% just proves that Ben Simmons is not going to be a part of the future. And with Doc Rivers right now focusing on the players he does have available, I respect that approach. It's the right thing to do. Doc Rivers is known to being one of the better coaches in the NBA, but right now with them not having their second best player of Ben Simmons, of course they're going to struggle. As of right now, the Sixers are the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference. They are struggling to get a consistent and of course a safe playoff spot. And after being the first seed last season and now being one of the middle of the pack teams, I do believe sooner or later they have to realize that without Ben Simmons and of course what they're paying him to do, they're going to need help. They're going to have to make a move. So if the 76ers believe they got to make a move, I got a perfect team in mind. But quickly before moving on, I want to give a quick shout out to the sponsors of today's video. If you're a big fantasy sports fan and you love winning prizes, FanDuel is perfect for you. They offer so many options when it comes to the NFL, NBA, NHL, and so forth, and offer a bunch of variety of different games for us to enjoy. If you're a beginner, no need to worry because they offer tips for beginners, and even offer many free games to play. Of course, my favorite part about FanDuel is creating my own roster with my favorite players, and of course, beating my friends. So you guys gotta look into that if you're super duper interested. If you guys are interested, I have a special promo link down below for you guys to download FanDuel. And if you sign up using my link down below, you will get an extra 20% bonus to your added funds. Thank you so much once again, FanDuel, for sponsoring this video. You guys are super duper awesome. As of right now, the Lakers and the 76ers are both in the exact same position. Right now, they're not living up to expectation, they're not one of the best teams in their respective conferences, and of course, they're both the 8th seed in the East and the West. And with that being said, they gotta make a move to, of course, improve and advance their standing rankings. After making a blockbuster trade this summer to get Russell Westbrook, one of the biggest conversations is so far, has Russell Westbrook been a good fit? One thing's for sure, LeBron James and Anthony Davis are untouchable. They're not going to be traded. And that's why you have to look at their newest superstar of Russell Westbrook. Maybe is trading Russell Westbrook during this year's NBA trade deadline? Is it a good move? Is it the right steps? Right now, I do believe the Lakers are thinking about it. After bringing in Russell Westbrook, there are so many conversations about him not being a good floor spacer, not being a good defender, not being a good reliable shooter. And so far, we are seeing these things. But of course, there are also some other things that compiled up. His turnovers, his bad decision making, him shooting shots during the end of games. Russell Westbrook hasn't been the perfect fit. After bringing in Russell Westbrook, there has also been conversations about their head coach of Frank Vogel being fired because his defensive sets, his defensive playbook is not fitting in with Russell Westbrook and of course the roster. But maybe if Frank Vogel gets a true defensive player of Ben Simmons, that could change. With Ben Simmons still being young and entering his prime very soon, he is known in the NBA as one of the most elite defenders at the point guard position, but at the point guard position that can literally guard all 5 positions on the floor. Ben Simmons is versatile, he has the athletic body, and of course he focuses on defense. And right now with the Lakers being one of the worst teams in the NBA in defense, especially under a defensive system coach, Ben Simmons could simply shift that around. If the Los Angeles Lakers want Ben Simmons, this has to be the deal. The trade will be Russell Westbrook, their 2023 second round pick, and their 2025 second round pick in exchange for Ben Simmons and Danny Green. I believe this trade would be an ultimate case scenario for both teams. On the Lakers' perspective, getting Ben Simmons in exchange for Westbrook, it's obvious, it's an upgrade in my opinion. Of course, Russell Westbrook and Ben Simmons are both not great shooters. I will give the edge to Russell Westbrook on being a better shooter, but Ben comes in, can be an off-ball player that can be great for screen setting, those defensive rebounds, offensive boards, and playmaking, while LeBron James and Anthony Davis can simply focus on attacking the basket and scoring the basketball. Of course, I love this trade even more because the Lakers get a bonus of Danny Green, former Lakers player, former championship partner with LeBron and Anthony Davis. That reunion would be awesome as Danny Green is known to be a 3-and-D player. The Lakers get defense plus a scoring punch. On Philly's side, they get a superstar point guard of Russell Westbrook. Remember, right now, they don't have Ben Simmons playing at all. And with Ben Simmons saying he's not going to play until he gets traded, getting Russell Westbrook in exchange for Danny Green, technically, in my opinion, is worth it. I do believe the duo of Joel Embiid and Russell Westbrook, that would be pretty fun to watch. Their energy, their dynamic, we don't know if it would work, but of course with them both being very competitive and being very vocal, I do believe somehow they could build a nice chemistry that would dominate the Eastern Conference. Overall though, I do believe Ben Simmons has to be traded, and if I'm gonna keep it real, this year out of every superstar out there, Ben Simmons is gonna be traded, and it's gonna be a sooner or later factor. What's most important to me is I want to know your thoughts. Do you believe this is a good trade for both teams? Will this trade ever happen? Put your thoughts down in the comments below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless. And I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Whoa!